Hey, this is Judah from SceneForge Studio, and in this video I'm going to go over how to use the floor plan editor to include detailed floor plans in your scene. So let's jump right in. Here I have an example scene with a character, a color light checker, a cube, some lights, and a camera all over here, as well as a dolly track surrounding what looks like a pretty boring, bland, somewhat ugly room here. Now this room was not imported from outside of SceneForge, it was actually built using the floor plan editor, which you can access by clicking on this new little icon up at the top left. And what that does is it transforms stage mode into this top-down view of your scene. You can move around it by using either the middle or right mouse button to just click and drag, and the scroll wheel to zoom in and out. You can also rotate it left and right, as well as recenter it with these buttons over here. Now certain objects are always visible in the floor plan, such as the currently active camera, characters, and lights. Characters have the first letter of their name shown in their head. And other objects, in this case the color light checker and cube, can be turned on and off in the floor plan with this little toggle in their properties. Like that. Now in this case, let's start by editing this room here. So I'm going to use the eraser tool on the left to just get rid of these walls. I'm going to try to draw a new one by using the wall chain tool. So you can select here. All you have to do is just click, 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 and click. And it will just draw walls between those points. You'll see I'm still in wall chain mode. It still thinks I'm trying to draw, so I'm going to exit by just right clicking. Or I can also use the free draw tool to just click anywhere and draw in any way I want. Like that. You'll see that the cursor turns blue when I'm continuing from an existing wall, so I can add on like that. Now what I'm going to do is add a little door here and make this kind of like a closet. So I'm going to go to the door tool, and you'll see now by clicking on a wall, or by moving my mouse over a wall, I can add a door. So I'm going to add one right here, so we have a little closet. And the same goes for windows. I can just select any wall and add a window. And I'll add one more door here for good measure. Now if I go to the 3D view, you can see we have our scene here. And move that over there. We have our character, we have our windows, our doors, and our closet like that. Now doors can be opened and closed just by clicking on their doorway. Now of course you're probably wondering, how do you change the material of the floor and wall? Well, to do that, all we have to do is go back to the floor plan editor, click on floor material, and choose a new material. So I'm going to go to carpet, and I'm going to pick something like this. Next I'm going to go to wall and go to the wall category and find like a nice white paint like that. So when I go back, you'll see that it updates. Now, this carpet is kind of like an ugly shag carpet, but it works in this case. And you can see from our camera here, you can see directly into your room like this. So that is an overview of how you can use the floor plan editor to create rooms. Now there's a couple things to note, is that the floor gets drawn wherever you draw walls. So it gets drawn over the total bounds of your floor plan. So you can see here, even though there's no walls around it, this floor still gets drawn. For most cases this is fine because you're only really going to be using part of the set. But keep that in mind, that if you were to draw one stray wall over here, the floor will automatically get drawn to encompass the total bounds. Now what's cool is that the floor plan is always visible in the background. So what that means is that when you were to take a snapshot in shoot mode, that data gets saved to the storyboard or to the data of that shot. So if I were to go to storyboard mode, in the storyboard mode, you can see here that with each shot, it has a floor plan associated with it. So you can see exactly what the camera was seeing and what the scene was like from a top-down perspective when that shot was taken. More information on this will be in the storyboard editor tutorial video, which you can see in the playlist that should be on the right. And so with that, thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you in the next one.